One of the biggest mistakes young agents have, and not to mention even veteran agents can have this come up on them, is that they don't have enough in the pipeline. A lot of times people have a couple of big sales and they're waiting for them to get paid, and they kind of take a break and they kind of count on the money before it gets there. And a lot of times that backfires, right? In the sense that sometimes when you're waiting on something to get there and something falls through, or maybe they get declined, or maybe you can't, do anything with that particular individual because maybe they had something happen in their life, some circumstance changed everything you were waiting on. And so now, not only do you not have anything in the pipeline, but you lose the case you were counting on. Tell people never count on anything until it hits your bank account. And in some cases, don't count on anything until it's a year old, right? Especially if you write that stuff that can be, taken away from you pretty quickly. A lot of people write those cases that don't last long and they get charged back. So you got to be careful with what you're writing, how you're writing it, when you're writing it, who you're writing it on. But always have something in your pipeline. If I had 10 cases pending, I would write 20 cases to make sure that I had at least 10 cases always in the pipeline. Got to double it up, right? It's like when you go buy a building, and let's say you buy a building for $500,000. Well, you got to figure you're going to have to put in another $500,000 or more to make that building able to be used, right? Our church made that mistake years ago. I told the pastor, you're buying a building, it's going to need 1 to 2 times the amount of money to fix it. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, they sold that building unfinished. I put a lot of money into it, but unfinished 3 years after I told them that. And it's the same thing with business, same thing with advisors and entrepreneurs. If you don't have something in the pipeline, you're going to be in trouble. You can't count on what you did yesterday. Yes?